This is John Harvey. Only one country in history is known to have built its own nuclear arsenal and then voluntarily dismantled it. That country was South Africa, and that is not a small historical detail. South Africa did not just consider building the bomb. It built a small nuclear arsenal in secret during the Apartheid years, at a time when the country was isolated, under sanctions, involved in regional conflict, and caught inside the machinery of the Cold War. To the apartheid government, these weapons were not simply military devices. They were leverage. They were insurance. They were the final card in a dangerous strategic game. But then the world changed. The Cold War began to fade. The war in Angola shifted. Namibia moved toward independence. And inside South Africa, apartheid itself was approaching its end. The old order knew that a new country was coming, and before that transition was complete, South Africa dismantled its nuclear weapons. Now, we should be honest about this. It was not a perfect moral awakening. It was political. It was strategic. And yes, there is the uncomfortable question of whether the weapons were destroyed partly because the old government did not want them handed to a future majority-ruled government. History is rarely clean. But South Africa's decision still matters. In a world where nuclear weapons are treated as permanent symbols of strength, South Africa tells a different story. It reminds us that power is not always the ability to destroy. Sometimes power is the decision to stop. Sometimes the strongest thing a nation can do is step back from the edge. And that is why this story deserves to be spoken about more often. Because if a country can build the ultimate weapon and then walk away from it, then history is not as fixed as we think. Decisions can be reversed. Fear can change direction. And even the most dangerous paths can sometimes lead back towards sanity.